Welcome to Hunter Beyond Time and Space Chapter 58. Wrong from the beginning. The first visit between neighbors did not last long. Both sides had friendly and cordial conversation, except for a small incident involving whiskey. Everything seemed to be going smoothly. However, after Hu Xiaonyo and his friends returned home, the four of them sat quietly on the sofa in silence. They all knew that behind the warmth and friendliness, there was still an insurmountable politeness. In Jiang Shui's eyes, they were guests, not friends. But if they were only guests, they would not be able to get help from the other side in City 18. Hu Xiaonyo and Zhang Tianjin were relatively calm and rational. Whether it was transferring schools or going from City 7 to City 18, it was all their idea. Hu Xiaonyo looked at everyone and said seriously, "Maybe we were wrong from the beginning." Everyone looked at him. Hu Xiaonyo pointed to their sofa and said, "We came all the way from Haicheng to Luocheng to import a real leather sofa, while on the other side, they have an old fabric sofa. I'm not talking about the difference in wealth, but we must drop our inherent pride now." Zhang Tianjin took off his black-framed glasses and said, "I agree with Xiaonyo. Besides, we don't really have anything to be proud of," Hu Xiaonyo said. "Have you noticed Jiang Shui's mechanical arm? The details are extremely rich and it's probably something only a corporation can afford. So, in the surface world, we have wealth, but in the inner world, Jiang Shui is the one with wealth." Hu Xiaonyo continued, "It's precisely because we carry that kind of pride that we can't be friends with people like Qin Chen, Jiang Shui, Li Tongyun, and Lu Dezhu. But we are indeed stronger than them." Bai Wanner found that Hu Xiaonyo's face was serious, so she changed her tone. "Okay, what should we do then? The first thing tomorrow is to go get our school uniforms. No more watches, switch to regular Casio electronic watches," Hu Xiaonyo said. "Then, put down your airs and interact normally with your classmates." "Wait, my wording is not accurate enough. It's not putting down your airs, but hoping that you really understand that we came to Luocheng to find hope, not pride." Wang Yun murmured, "But the uniform of the Luocheng foreign language school is so ugly. Can't we wear our own clothes? I checked in so many clothes." "No," Hu Xiaonyo said firmly. He looked at the two silent girls and suddenly sighed. 4 days left. Qin Chen woke up from his dream, and when he got up to wash, he suddenly noticed that his abdominal muscles were gradually becoming defined. It wasn't like the sharply defined abs of a fitness enthusiast, but the rudiments of abs were starting to show. It had only been 5 days since he started exercising. The magical power of the breathing technique, he finally experienced it. The boy stood in front of the mirror. With the strange breathing frequency, flames spread over Qin Chen's cheeks in the mirror. He spent over 500 yuan on 13 pounds of beef just 2 days ago, and it was now almost completely consumed. He was like a black hole for food now. The breathing technique quickly consumed the energy in his body, and then quickly broke down the newly acquired nutrients, reshaping his body. The flames dissipated, and Qin Chen felt amazed. No wonder Li Sudong said that with the help of the breathing technique, a person who had never exercised before could reach a level that would take others 5 years to reach in just 3 months. This thing was too magical. When he arrived in the classroom in the morning, Qin Chen was taken aback. He saw that Wang Yun and Bai Wanner had both changed into their school uniforms, looking fresh and clean, and didn't look like top students from Haicheng anymore. They looked more like the dream white moonlight of male classmates. Nan Gingchen, who was sitting next to the desk, would occasionally steal a glance at them. After Qin Chen sat down, Wang Yun suddenly laughed and said, "Classmate, the teacher said you are the best student in the grade. I have a math problem here that I don't quite understand. Can you explain it to me?" Qin Chen glanced at it. It was a hyperbolic equation problem, but there were many traps in the question, making it difficult for ordinary students to solve. However, the problem was that he already knew that these two girls were also top students. They could even solve physics competition problems. Could they not solve hyperbolic equations? He thought about it and said, I need to preview today's lesson. Why don't you ask Nan Gingchen? It wasn't really previewing, he just didn't want to waste time on pointless things. Seeing his attitude, Wang Yun pursed her lips, but then she thought that since Nan Gingchen and Qin Chen had a good relationship, it would be a good idea to establish a good relationship with Nan Gingchen first. As Hu Xiaonyo said, they must make friends with these people in a normal way and not carry any pride. Thinking of this, Wang Yun moved her chair to sit next to Nan Gingchen and said with a smile, Classmate, can you explain this problem to me? Sure, Nan Gingchen suddenly became enthusiastic. Wang Yun looked at him eagerly, but Nan Gingchen stared at the problem for a while, then turned to her and said, I don't know. Wang Yun. She almost spat blood when she heard this. Thank you for listening to this episode of the audio novel, The Timeless Hunter. If you enjoy this channel, click subscribe for more fascinating English audio novels. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, turn on notifications, or share on social media below so you can find this channel again. Let us know your thoughts. See you next time.